We'll see what happens here, round 4. It's the longest it's gone since Tyson's release from prison. This outdoes the previous 4 fights in terms of time.
Mike's got to find a way to rip the uppercuts down up the middle from on the inside. He's not getting to Evander cleanly. The straight right hand over the top's not working. He's got to get up the middle shots in.
And Evander is outspeeding him on these exchanges. He's initiating it. He's getting 2 or 3 punches, and he's tying him up. That's points, folks. That's points.
Go home, go home, go home, go home, go home. All right, break, step back.
The holding continues.
Evander Holyfield guaranteed to win. That might be the most outrageous guarantee since Joe Namath in Super Bowl III. But I'll tell you, he is coming to fight.
A lot of people thought Tyson taking Holyfield too lightly.
Go punch, go punch, go punch, go punch.
Tyson looking very frustrated now.
Ooh.
Holyfield coming on. A right uppercut. Counter punch combination by Tyson. But Holyfield getting the better of that duel.
Notice what Holyfield's doing. He's trying to push Mike back so Mike can't get the forward leverage and momentum. Genius.
That left hook by Tyson was blocked by Holyfield's shoulder.
Don't punch. Let him out, let him out.
Holyfield walking Tyson backwards into the ropes. Holyfield is not letting Tyson do any of the bullying. He's doing all of it.
I think Holyfield's a lot stronger than Tyson anticipated.
It's the experience, the size, the ring smart. What we're looking at is a champion that's had a lot of experience, and you're looking at it right here.
Overall strength is going to be a big factor with this type of fight, too. Evander can't keep wrestling with Mike all day and still be effective enough and strong enough later on.
Tyson unleashing a flurry there, but it did not seem to phase Holyfield, and you wonder how that works on the mind of Tyson.
I tell you, somebody in the corner better start telling him that he's losing rounds, and they're going to be hard to make up if this keeps on going.
Don't punch, don't punch.
He may not be able to pull this out with a knockout. Then it's going to be very interesting. Congratulate one of the biggest surprises in my current memory.
Yes,
Tyson in trouble. Now,
tremendous power.
round number 6. Round 5 was a good one for Tyson. The crowd a little quieter as a result. In the Holyfield corner, they detected a little nick on the side of his mouth, but they said nothing to be concerned with. But they want him to go 3 or 4 punches off the jab. The corner of Evander Holyfield.
Those are smart directions. He's got to use the jab to work his way in and then unload. When Mike weaves, maybe catch him with 2 or 3, catch him coming out of a weave, and you never know. But he's starting to get a little bit weak from the pressure and the power and the strength of Mike Tyson.
I think the power started turning on, and I think he senses it. So he's fighting a little bit happier and a little bit stronger than he was. He looked confused because he was getting outboxed for the first 4 rounds. But
that's a big left hook. Evander's legs not really buckled, but they caved in just a pinch. That was a big left hook.
Now what?
Mitch Halpern again calls time. Accidental headbutt.
Who's cut? Oh,
Tyson is cut.
Tyson is cut. Can't see much right now, but he is cut.
After 4 rounds, they'll go to the scorecards on an accidental foul. Now both wailing away. What an exchange.
Mike got in some very clean shots. I was surprised that Evander took them standing up so easily and came back.
Cut, not looking good above the left eye of Mike Tyson. So now a sense of urgency begins to develop.
And madness. He's mad.
Come on.
Well, you know, it's an accidental headbutt, and I have Mike ahead. So if we go to the scorecards, Mike wins. But there's no closure to this fight with that kind of ending. No closure whatsoever.
Well, it's not a bad enough cut for that. It's not a bad enough cut to worry about it, though, Bobby, right now. And he's so mad that he wants to take over this fight and finish it.
The chance of Holyfield. With the crowd sensing that Holyfield might have Tyson in trouble because of the cut. Ooh, a low blow by Holyfield.
That was a low blow to Mike. Holyfield hit him real low.
And it hurt him. Mike's face crickled when he got hit.
He grimaced. Holyfield turned on by the crowd. Less than a minute in round 6.
Holyfield's closing this round like a champion, like the overachieving warrior that he is.
Oh, down goes Tyson, a left hook.
That was a body shot. I think he was a little more balanced.
Note the time, 35 seconds left in the sixth.
Hey, Frank, let him out, let him out. Hey, Frank,
Tyson down for only the second time in his career. Buster Douglas did it the first time. And you know what happened there?
Well, this is what we came to see. How can he do? How is he going to do when he gets down? That's what we're going to see now.
We are seeing Mike Tyson tested.
Evander Holyfield is letting it all hang out.
They continue to battle after the bell.
Nothing, Michael. Nothing about them little faces,
Nice and calm.
That's the start of the fight. The cut ain't nothing, Mike. It's off to the side.
Let's take a look at the butt. Well, I didn't see much butt there. Mick Clash says it was very insignificant, but it did. It was significant in that there was a cut. And here comes the knockdown. Now, the knockdown is a surprise to, I think, everybody.
The shot in the chest, Ferdy, he hit him with a left hook in the check. It was a balance shot. It wasn't a clean knockdown.
It was a balance shot. That's what it was, Bobby.
We go to round 7 in the 6th round. Holyfield put Tyson on the canvas. That was the same round. Holyfield knocked down Riddick Bowe, but couldn't finish him off.
Well, if there was anybody that's energized by that, it should be Holyfield. And if there's anybody terrified by that, it should be Tyson, because he can see his whole future floating away here.
How about scores, guys?
I got him ahead 58-56, Evander Holyfield.
And I have the fight even. I have the fight 3-2, 1 even, but the knockdown makes it even.
Mitch Halpern all over Holyfield for not stepping back on the break call.
Well, that was a definite 10-8 round, and that swings a little bit of action. They were even up to that point.
There's that range that Holyfield has to stay at. That's the range. He's developed the respect, and that's the range.
Online scoring. Holyfield 5-1.
Tyson looks a little confused now, a little tentative. He's no longer this aggressive animal. He's a little confused by what's going on.
He may be working on sheer instinct right now. This crowd continues to chant for Holyfield. The total time of Tyson's last 4 fights, 18 minutes, 40 seconds,
And
the
that's
equivalent of 6 rounds.
And here is where corners save you or lose you. If Jay Bright and those guys don't know how to manage a corner, then he's looking at Tokyo all over here. It's Tyson. Holyfield's got a good corner there, encouraging.
Good body shot by Tyson, but he's got to get up the middle. He's got to get that uppercut, both of them in play.
Again, after the end of the 4th round, they go to the scorecards in terms of an accidental foul. And keep in mind the cut above the eye of Tyson, who just walked into a straight left by Holyfield.
Just what we were talking about. The only way to beat him is if he comes in and hit him. And that's what Evander Holyfield has been doing with his superior intelligence in this fight. Intelligence is where this is going on here.
Evander's fighting the smartest fight he's ever fought. He's not standing like he did with Bowe. He knows it's a different fighter, a different fight, different situation, and what needs to be done, and he's getting it done.
Holyfield living up to his word, not being intimidated at all by Mike Tyson.
Far
And
from
then
it.
some, and then some.
Far from it. He's fighting with the confidence of a man that knows he's got the guy beat. Maybe he doesn't, but he's sure fighting that way. It's like he's dictating the dance here.
Pace is slowing severely, and I'll tell you, it's a difficult type of fight when you have all that physical grappling going on.
Tyson fights at such a frantic pace, and you're pointing that out. Look out now as they come together. Again, the headbutt.
That one buckled Tyson. I mean, Tyson actually got a headbutt and hurt.
It's the 2nd time of the fight. It's Halpern asking Tyson, are you all right? Here comes the doctor. Tyson trying to quit. Look, Komansky.
He said, let's see the doctor. He asked to see the doctor.
says to Mitch Halpern he's all right. He goes to the neutral corner.
Watch your head there, okay? Come on, let's keep this clean. Let's
Now
go.
the lecture.
Come on, let's go.
Final seconds of round 7. This not going according to plan for Mike Tyson.
Go, punch. Step back a minute. Step back. Let go, Mike. Let go, Mike. Let go. That's it. I'm not telling you again. I'm not telling you. I'm not warning you again. That's break. That's the break.
A little cut, not even a quarter of an inch.
Now watch the leg of Tyson when they come together. Now see, they both came together. Nobody but. See, look at that. Look at that. It's almost as if he got a resounding head blow by a fist. Now that's
No, it's even worse too, Freddie. You'll see it again. He doesn't see it. His head's turned aside, and it just, you know, again, shot to the temple, shot to the head. That can shut off your spinal cord a little bit.
But yeah, it upturns the brain a little bit. But that wasn't Holyfield's. They both came in together. He's not butting. He's getting butted. Both of them are coming in together.
Holyfield was using his head a little more on the ropes before, and he's bringing his head down. But that time it was just a flash of heads.
We enter round 8, scheduled for 12 for the WBA Heavyweight Championship.
Okay, break. Jesus.
Holyfield fighting a brilliant tactical fight here against Mike Tyson.
And Tyson looking more discouraged, less like a man in command, less like a guy that's confident that he's got the key to victory. He's now floundering. That's the only word I can tell you. He's not establishing himself as Tyson usually does.
Work.
Tyson's cut man happens to be a plastic surgeon, Dr. Ira Trappy. He's going to need all the help he can get in there now.
You know, as Mike comes rushing in, Evander ducks his head to not catch a shot with his head up in the air, and those heads are just banging.
Beautiful.
One into another.
Left jab by Holyfield.
Let him out. Let him out.
That sent Tyson's head back.
Evander's fighting one of those smart fights like the fighters of the 40s and the 50s, like Archie Moore and those guys who, as a Charles, who knew how to tie you up as soon as he hit you and drive you crazy. That's what he's fighting.
Evander has been able to do some of what I was talking about earlier. Just sit inside the eye of the storm. He's getting inside, and that's why they're banging heads. He's stepping inside Mike's big hooks and big shots. Mike's got to get the uppercuts in play.
And now he's holding on to Tyson, and that's part of the strategy.
And that gives him plenty of time to recharge his batteries, because notice how many seconds are going by without fighting in each round.
Holyfield also doing a nice job of picking off punches.
Oh, he's fighting a bright, brilliant fight.
Mike can't throw him one at a time. Mike's got to get back into combinations. He's got to get him 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got to throw punch in combinations. Punches in bunches. One at a time is not going to get it done. Evander's zeroing in on a big shot.
Tyson is confused, frustrated. He unleashed a flurry there, but Holyfield comes right back and counters to the head.
Okay, break.
As we get into the later rounds, we now have to worry about, does Evander Holyfield start to wear out as he does in all fights? If that's the case, that may be the only chance that Tyson has to pull this out.
Fatigue has been a factor the last 2 fights with Bo and Chez.
I'll tell you what, all of a sudden my performance is looking a little better and better to me based on a comparison of the way
Let me
he
tell you,
dealt with all the rest of the heavyweights.
The guy that's tired here is Tyson. The guy that looks won is Tyson, not Holyfield. Holyfield's looking chipper and good. So what we have here is a reversal of form. Because let me tell you, let me say this clearly. He has not had but 4-0 fights, and he is not ready to fight the 12 real hard.
It may be a reversal of fortune if Holyfield continues to have his way.
Hey, when you come in after a long retirement fight, as Ali did with Frazier, it's a different Ali. It's a different Tyson now. A different Tyson. That's what we wanted to see. Well, we're getting the bad news.
Well, we proposed that question at the outset. Did those 4 previous fights since prison prepare Holyfield properly, or Tyson properly for Holyfield? And we're seeing the results as the crowd chants Holyfield.
Don't get excited. Stay nice and calm. You have to work that body. You have to work that body. That's what you haven't been doing all along. It's time to start doing it. It's time to start working that body.
Going to the body, like I'm telling you. Combination to the body, up and center to the head, baby.
Smart Evander Holyfield getting through the defense. He comes down, look at that, right through. I mean, when's the last time you saw Tyson getting smashed that clearly? That's great boxing on the part of Evander Holyfield. I'm sorry, guys, but he's out boxing. I'm actually not sorry. That's the way it goes.
This is going against just about everybody's thoughts and views going to this fight. I think they polled about 40 writers across the country. One guy picked Holyfield. It was Ron Borges of the Boston Globe.
Yeah, he's sitting right behind us laughing right now.
He predicted a Holyfield win. Round 9.
I'll tell you what, 4 rounds. This fight is far from over. With the explosive power of anybody in the heavyweight division, especially Mike Tyson, anything could happen here. It is still long from done.
Absolutely. With Mike Tyson, it only takes one punch.
And we sit here and wait for Evander to show those signs of fatigue that he did in all the other fights. He's not showing it.
You know why? Ferdy, what he's doing is he's grabbing Mike and he's getting a rest when he wants to. He's not being forced to work.
He's getting a good rest.
Unfortunately, when I fought him, I let him work by throwing punches on my head too often, and he got a little tired.
Tyson may have to put something on his gloves. Well, Holyfield has always known in the past what tools to bring to a fight, and he's proving it again here. Look at this toe-to-toe action.
Toe-to-toe action that was won by Holyfield. Like 3 sets. He must be wondering what have I got to do to get this guy.
A nice right hand by Mike, but he's not throwing. See Evander's ducking, and he's trying to parry off that shot. He blocks Mike's shot and then fires back. He rock and rolls with his right hand. There you see him again, trying to rock and roll. Mike's got to throw the second, third punch in combination.
Well, this is a real scorcher. A heavyweight fight for the first time in a long time. Holyfield a chance from the crowd again.
What were the odds on a draw?
I don't think he can.
Holyfield started out a 25-1 underdog, got it down to 6-1 just prior to the fight.
Did someone know something we didn't?
Do something. Less than a minute remaining, round 9.
This is what makes this sport so great. You can't really handicap.
Oh, both unleashing at the same time, but both glancing blows. Oh, straight right hand by Evander Holyfield that shook Tyson momentarily.
He got Mike's attention. Mike's firing back, and now the slugfest ensues. That's not Evander's fight, but he's winning some of those combinations very well.
You know, it's gotten to the point where I'm not sure that that's not his fight, because Evander is landing the harder punches, and Tyson is wearing himself out, missing. He's making the puncher's mistake. He's abandoning any kind of boxing and trying to land that one big shot. And that's a puncher's mistake. You lose rounds, and hope to get that knockout.
Holyfield has just taken Tyson completely out of his game.
Take a deep drop, let it out slow. Come on, take it deep with Sparty. Lean forward, grab that shoulder, T. Grab that shoulder. Okay, breathe, baby.
You got 3 more rounds.
Breathe. Hey.
You got 3 more rounds.
No matter how you feel, he feels worse. It's not about how you feel anyway. Put some heat on that jab now, okay? Put some heat on it, boss. You got it in. You go to the well, baby.
That's what's the combination, okay?
Focus on how you feel.
It's a combination now. You got to go to work like you need this round big, all right? Okay?
It's fine, Mike. Everything's fine.
You gotta work his body. You must work his body. You're letting him off the hook every time. You hear me? 5-5-1.
Work his body.
Mike Tyson down in the 6th round, and Evander Holyfield looking to dig deep down it as well because he looks tired. It is round 10.
Well,
Okay, and we're back.
Mike is getting to that little level where he might need a knockout. I don't know what the judges are looking at. I don't know how much they give a favorite immortal-like fighter like Tyson's becoming, but I have him ahead by so much. I have Evander ahead by so much that it's getting to the point where either he gets a knockout or he's going to win this fight.
A right hook followed by a left by Holyfield, and countering with a combination is Mike Tyson. That left hook, which is usually lethal, being guarded beautifully by Holyfield.
I don't have an insurmountable lead for right now for Holyfield, but Holyfield has put together a string in the past 3 rounds that's just been incredible. And Mike is slowing. Mike maybe underestimated Holyfield a little bit, didn't train quite the same intensity levels. Who knows?
Are you keeping it by points? How many points have you got him ahead?
2.
See, I've got him ahead by 3. And meaning that if he won every round, you can only get a draw.
That could have been dangerous. Holyfield able to recover, maintain his balance after looking awkward and vulnerable. Less than 3 rounds to go. It could go down to these on the judges' scorecards. Tyson missing, and Holyfield countering with a right uppercut.
There's nothing on those punches by Evander. He's either got clipped and felt it, or just getting really tired.
The stamina problems beginning to kick in as far as Holyfield is concerned, and the frantic pace of this fight, and the punishment that Tyson has been administered by Holyfield is taking its toll on him.
But then again, Holyfield may look tired, but Tyson doesn't look like a ball of energy either.
But also remember the heart of Evander Holyfield. It looks like that heart of Holyfield is ticking pretty well right now.
We should do a Timex commercial any day now.
There must be a whole phalanx of cardiacs.
A straight right hand by Mike Tyson that caught Holyfield on the jaw. That really connected. Holyfield comes back with the jab. Missing over the top with a right hook is Holyfield. We approach 30 seconds remaining in round 10. Who thought it would go this far? Almost nobody.
First real signs of weariness on Holyfield. First real signs.
Oh, a straight right combination by Holyfield. Holyfield looking to air it out.
Holyfield's unloading now. He's taking a shot. He's going for it.
Oh, Tyson's in trouble. Holyfield smothers Tyson. Looking to put Tyson down and end the fight. Tyson in dire trouble. He's saved by the bell.
Mike is out on his feet.
Strength.
I stand ready. The Forsaken.
take a look. Just when it looked like he was getting tired, he gets fired up. And here comes that champion's heart. It's a series of punches, some of which missed, but most were landing. And they were landing with accuracy, as you can see that. One at a time. You can see that's the one that did it. See, as he came in, that's what they've been saying. If you ever catch him coming in, he's so wide open that he's going to fall apart, and he did. Now here's where the referee's previous experience came in. He let the other fight go on too long, and he almost stepped in to stop it.
Holyfield with a barrage showing tremendous power. Tyson's legs are bad. The championship round, round 11. And now here we go.
Mike Tyson is a warrior too, and he's still gonna have that natural power. That's the last thing that'll go. Evander's got to be careful here to hold on, but he has fought a perfect fight.
No matter what happens from here on in, we are looking at a sports legend in the purple trunks, Evander Holyfield. Holyfield continues to dig in. A left hook to the head. He's got Tyson at go. Tyson's ready to go. A straight right hand. The Tapper stops the fight, and Holyfield has
I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's the most unbelievable thing I've ever been privileged to witness.
Mayhem.
It is bedlam. The improbable has happened. Evander Holyfield pulls off the colossal upset. And Mike Tyson on the stool with his second defeat. What a scene here at the MGM Grand. Evander Holyfield with his new wife, Dr. Jane Itzon. Huge underdog, handing Mike Tyson only his second loss in 47 fights, and he recaptures the WBA heavyweight championship in stunning fashion and dramatic fashion as well.
You know, here you see Evander Holyfield doing what he had to do, is keeping the range in the jab. There he is. He worked it off early in the round, sticking, keeping that distance we talked about, and firing the shots, picking and choosing, smart boxing, choosing his chances and his places to slug, and he just unloads hook, right hand, uppercut, and mixes them up, and he digs for it and goes for it. Mike is in trouble here, and he's just getting teed off on him. But Mike won't go down. The referee has to stop it. Here we'll see it again. Evander's throwing the jab again. Mike can't get past the jab. Hasn't been able to get inside all night. Right hand to the temple hurt, and you'll see a good left hand and a right hand here. That started to really be the beginning of the end for Mike. The right uppercuts were landing, the same uppercuts that Tyson is famous for. He was getting hit with there. One more look from the overhead, and here's Evander again. I can't tell you how much that jab was important. Sharp combinations, and then he'll come up the middle. You'll see the right hand and the hook. In on the up on the inside, there's the uppercut, and Mike is basically, I think, not only hurt but just too tired to continue.
I don't know what he's going to say later, but no argument from Tyson at the time of the stoppage. Let's get the official time from our ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time. 37 seconds in round number 11. Our referee in charge, Mitch Halpern, stops the contest. He's the winner by way of technical knockout in a stunning upset. The new WBA heavyweight champion of the world, Evander, the real deal, Holyfield.
As his crowd salutes Evander Holyfield, who really was the real deal tonight. The fight doctor is alongside Evander Holyfield, who upset Mike Tyson.
All right.
greatest ever.
We can't hear with all this noise here, but I assume that we're going to start. So let me tell you, that's one of the biggest surprises in boxing I ever had.
Well, you know, I give glory to God, and for everybody to know that you can't choose against God. You can choose against me anytime, but when God involved, Jesus is alive, and see the credit for it, and I thank God. And
why did you guarantee it with such assurance?
But because, you know, I think when anytime somebody put God up there, my God's the only true God, and anything must bow to God.
Well, you know, apart from that, apart from religion, because God is here, I hope for all of us. I hope it's just God. Let's get off that. Let's get on to boxing. How did you fight such a brilliant fight?
Well, you know, I'm led by the Spirit of God, and like I told everybody, whatever the Spirit lead me to do, that's what I would do. And it wasn't nothing that so much that I did, and everybody knew that I would wash up, but with God, I'm not washed up.
Did you see him getting tired? Did you think you could take him on at the end?
It wasn't about tired. It was about what the Lord wanted me to do, and each and every round, I went out there and I fought competitive each round. I wasn't giving up anything. I went to the point to take one round at a time, and you know, I realized how competitive he was. And he taught me with good shot, but yeah, I thank God for allowing me to exalt the
Let me ask you something. There was so much holding in the thing. I was wondering that so much of that gave you time to rest. Did you rest during those clinches?
Well, you know, I did what it took to win. You know, the point of fighting Tyson fight good inside. He throw good short punches and stuff like that. So at the times that he didn't want to fight, so I ain't have to. I knew my advantage on the outside.
Well, the head. Let's just look at this, and you don't narrate.
Well, you know, I hit him with the right hand, and I started catching with clean shots. So, you know, Tyson was getting real low, and I was, you know, and he proving the point that he take good shots. And you know, my whole thing is that you know, I just have to give praise to God, you know, and you know, Tyson was very tough competitor, and I knew that I had to be at my very best, and I knew that I need the Holy Spirit to win.
Did you agree with the referee stopping in the fight?
Well, there's no doubt, you know. I think at times, if I would have got hit with that many unanswered points, they would have stopped the fight on me as well.
As well. And Don King has just stopped in to congratulate one of the biggest surprises in my current memory.
Yes, it is. This is a tremendous thing. This demonstrates what will and what courage can do. Holyfield rose to the occasion just as he said he would do. He did a great job. It was a great fight. The people certainly got their money's worth tonight, and some. So I think it was just great, and he did a tremendous job.
Tyson may have to.
Mike Tyson enters the ring 2 days short of his 31st birthday, with his very future as a top-line heavyweight on the line.
People getting knocked over, our camera goes down. Mills, let me continue here. Mike Tyson's people at Tyson are going to say, I'm sure, a foul on the headbutt, which caused the eye, and this could have been a retaliation by Tyson.
I called it a butt.
But you didn't take a point.
An unintentional butt. You don't take a point. An unintentional butt, unless it's occurred the second time. An unintentional butt. If the fight starts, you go to the scorecard that will go around. There's a difference between an unintentional butt and a bite.
Do you feel as though that's what Tyson was doing, however, that he was retaliating?
I do not know. You'll have to ask him. I don't speculate. I do not know the answer to that.
Obviously, disappointment. Mills, got to be disappointing for you for having.
Did tremble.
point trying to rip free. In an awful lot of pain.
Well, this is...
of Evander Holyfield.
Time. I've never seen anything like this in boxing.
I can't understand it. I'm sure there will be suspensions and bans galore.
What a wild scene here at the MGM Grand. Just a shame that it has to come to a conclusion.
That's a he's got bit in the ear.
Oh my goodness, he's got a bloody right ear. Holyfield bit by a dirty Mike Tyson.
I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Well, first he had a parachute drop on him, now he had a heavyweight bite.
When did we get that on tape?
Biting Holyfield in the right ear. What a reaction.
Well, and he certainly that hurts like hell, but he certainly had a big bite. And that's a dangerous bite.
Oh, disgusting tactics here by Mike Tyson. Deducted from Tyson for that vicious exhibition.
Now they could disqualify him, but they've taken a point. Sure. Oh, here comes the commissioner now. They got to figure it out.
Well, this is the doctor and the commissioner both taking a look at it.
He did his ear. He's out.
Tony Mark Ratner, head of the commission.
Well, let me ask the doctor. He bit his ear. Can he go on? Yes. Okay. I mean, 2-point deduction, the fight will go on. 2 point.
Mills Lane was ready to stop the fight for Holyfield.
The fight will go on.
Overruled by Slipamansky, the doctor, who said
Mills Lane is a take charge kind of guy. He's a judge. He'll
in
take
the
no
ear.
nonsense.
He broke shit. It's going to cost him 2 points. 2 points. 2 points off here. He bit his ear. 2 points off. 2.
Can you believe it?
Oh, well, this is getting stranger and stranger. We're getting to see strange things happen in boxing.
We go back to the change of referees.
I wonder how this would have played in Mitch Halpern's eyes.
Oh my goodness.
That's a thought, Bobby. You got a big, tough judge here.
Major controversy here in round 3. A very angry Evander Holyfield now. A left hook.
You know, it's funny. Mike was having his best friend.
Mike Tyson has bit Evander Holyfield for the second time, and it is all out war.
I saw that one. That was right clear. It's a miracle he didn't get bit.
I'll tell you what, this is unbelievable.
See, look at him. You can see it. You can see it. There it is.
I can't believe what I'm seeing, fellas.
Bobby.
They're going in real slow motion. Mike gets in a headlock. And look at this. He just reaches in and bites him.
It's over. It's over. During that replay, Mills Lane signaling that it's over. I think they've just about had enough. Tyson showing desperation and fighting Holyfield 2 times. Look out now. More fighting in the ring after the end of the fight. Tyson's trying to get at Holyfield again, I believe. It is complete bedlam, and Tyson is just taking swipes at anybody in front of him.
The police are coming in by the squad here, and they're still fighting in there.
It's a fiasco in the ring. People are jumping above us. Trying to get in there. There's the security trying to hold Tyson back.
This is the most unbelievable spectacle one was an amazing feat. The second one is disastrous.
It's just impossible to conceive.
Tyson's bodyguard fighting with the security. The crowd in stunned disbelief here.
I'm beginning more and more to believe Tyson is a confused individual. He is.
I think it goes
mentally
beyond confused, Bertie. I think it goes beyond confused. I can't understand it. Mike was having his best round. He's getting Dave Andrew. He hit him with some great shots. Right hand got through the hook. Don't know what happened. We'll take a look at the second bite. Now he'd already bitten the man once.
It's impossible to believe this happened again, but it did. Just keep your eyes on Mike's mouth as much as you can, because you will see it. Now you see he's got his hand, he's got it right there. He's got his mouth on it. See it? See it? It's a shark bite right there. That is incredible. Look at the reaction of Holyfield. He can't believe it. He got the second one on the other side.
You know what? If I were Vader, I would have kicked him. I don't know what held him back.
Let's
look at it again. Watch Mike. Come inside. This is the second bite of the round. Right on Evander's ear.
It's like drugstore time. I've never seen anything like this in boxing.
I can't understand it. I'm sure there will be suspensions and bans galore.
What a wild scene here at the MGM Grand. Just a shame that it has to come to a conclusion in this fashion. Mike Tyson resorting to fighting tactics, and he still wants more as he's being held back by Richie Giacchetti. Just an awful display here by Tyson.
I'm nothing short of shocked, Steve. I am speechless. I have no response to what I've just witnessed.
Mike Tyson has apparently lost his reason, his rationale. He seems possessed right now. He cannot be brought under control. Just bedlam above us. People stepping on our table, trying to break into the clear. You can see, of course, what's going on in the ring.
Mike is still being restrained.
Has Holyfield been ushered out of the ring? I can't even see him.
Holyfield just came past us, Steve. He is out of the ring. He is clear.
Let's go over to Jim Gray.
All right, thank you very much, Steve Albert. Steve, thank you very much. I have Mills Lane. Mills, why did you stop the fight? Because of the first bite on the ear or the second?
The second one. The first one was a foul. I took 2 points. The doctor said he could continue. So let it continue. And he beat him on the other ear. I told him, I said, one more time like that, that's it. You're gone. I told them both. Knocked the rough stuff up. And he bit him again. I said, that's it. You're gone.
As Holyfield leaves the ring, the condition of the ear, could he have continued? And did you disqualify him because of the foul or because he couldn't continue?
Oh, no. I disqualified Tyson for the second foul. I told him, do not do that again. If you do, you're gone.
So he could have continued. The physical condition of Evander Holyfield was such a view that he could have continued had he not disqualified Tyson.
Well, I didn't ask the doctor. I never reached that point. I wasn't going to ask the doctor. That wasn't a question. That kind of foul, I mean, you got to take a position sometime, somewhere. That was it.
Pandemonium breaking out here as Mike Tyson is leaving the ring, and we'll continue with Mills Lang. As you see, people getting knocked over. Our camera goes down. Mills, let me continue here. Mike Tyson's people and Tyson are going to say, I'm sure you didn't call a foul on the headbutt, which caused the eye, and this could have been a retaliation by Tyson.
I called it a butt.
But you didn't take a point.
An unintentional butt, you don't take a point. An unintentional butt, unless it occurred the second time. An unintentional butt, if he fight stop, you go to the scorecards after 4 rounds. There's a difference between an unintentional butt and a bite.
Do you feel as though that's what Tyson was doing, however, that he was retaliating?
I do not know. You'll have to ask him. I don't speculate. I do not know the answer to that.
Obviously, disappointment. Mills, got to be disappointing for you to have it come to a conclusion like this as well.
You know, you play the hand you dealt and do the best you can with the card. That's all I can tell you.
All right, Mills Lane, thank you for your time. Let's send it back now to Steve Albert.
Thank you,
Do you
Jim.
want me to go in the locker room?
We're trying to get an interview with Evander Holyfield. Love to hear his reaction. Why should Holyfield even ever have to fight Tyson again after this terrible display by Mike Tyson.
Steve, it's unbelievable. I don't believe Evander would ever sign to fight Mike again. I don't think that it would be an issue any longer. It's not about the fight. It's just about it being real personal. That's beyond boxing.
This crowd still stunned. Everybody just standing around in disbelief. Holyfield never even had a chance to prove that the first fight was no fluke.
Will the people pay to see Mike Tyson fight again? Will they support him through this? This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen, Steve.
He just totally lost all reason.
You know, fighting's a very, very, very difficult game, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. And we saw what happened to Oliver McCall some time ago. He just temporarily snapped, and evidently Mike has for a little bit here himself.
Evander Holyfield defends his title in most unorthodox fashion. People still milling around after this debacle. In round 3, referee Mills Lane deducted 2 points for that intentional foul. And then he stopped the fight after the second biting attack by Mike Tyson. We're still trying to get back there to get Evander Holyfield, but it's a terrible scene here because several of our camera people have been knocked around like rag dolls, their equipment damaged. And so we're trying to recuperate, regroup, and try to get some equipment and a person back there. Oh, we understand now. Ferdy Pacheco is ready with Evander Holyfield.
Go ahead. All right, Evander Holyfield. 2 bites on each side. 1 piece is missing out of your ear. Your plastic surgeon said. Your reaction?
Well, first of all, I had to give praise to the Lord. You know, Jesus, Lord, and, you know, I'm still the champ. He still get the glory. And, you know, the things that happened and didn't have to happen, you know, I was beating him, and, you know, he spit out of my mouthpiece and bit me in the ear.
Is that the act of a crazed man? Because to beat you twice, I mean, to bite you twice is a little crazy.
Well, you know, the whole thing is that, you know, in the first one, you know, my corner, you know, told me to just keep cool. And I thought about that, you know, a distraction would happen, and his prophets told me to, just breathe deep and just concentrate on Jesus. And I went back out there again, and I caught him with good shots, and he bit my ear on purpose again.
But how can he bite your ear with a mouthpiece? Spit it out and then
he spit the mouthpiece out. He spit the mouthpiece out and bit me on the ear. Well, last time, you know, the whole thing is that, you know, really, the only chance that he thought he could is just to go. My whole thing is that, you know, the whole thing is my ear bleeding, and this guy continued to foul. You know, I'm thankful that we have a referee like Mill Lane see the situation that this thing is intention. And, you know, it's just amazed when.
Would this rule out a rematch? It's stupid to ask you right now for a rematch. This guy went and lost his marbles. Is a rematch possible, or are you so mad you wouldn't even think about that?
Well, you know, the whole thing is that, you know, I have to concentrate and I have to think, you know, have to think about the situation, because the big thing is to you know, a rules and regulation, mandatory things, but the rules, you got to understand when a person deliberately bites you constantly and trying to break my arm because, you know, in the corner, he's just doing illegal tactics. You know, Mill Lane said, you don't break. You know, the whole thing is that it's just an easy way to get out of the fight, the foul, because you know you're going to get disqualified instead of fighting through. I'm saying that don't show no courage whatsoever. Everybody know how to get out of the fight. All you have to do is foul. You'll get yourself out. Then you can say, well, he didn't beat me.
Would you say this is an act of a desperate man? Would you say he was desperate in there? Is that the word you think, to cause a guy to do something so unusual?
Well, the whole thing is that, you know, I truly believe that fear itself calls people to do the easiest thing, the quickest thing to get out. I'm saying the whole thing is that we're in a fight already. So why do you have to bite somebody? If you feel that you can whoop me, why you can't whoop me with the gloves on? Well, this is a boxing match. This is not a rumble. When the fight is over, then you get brave and you really want to fight. I'm saying you had a chance to fight. You know, why you got to bite me on my ear? The whole thing is. It's not real. My only thing is that I just give praise to the Lord that it is not worse than it is. I thought my ear had fell off.
Well, your plastic surgeon here says a piece is missing out of your ear, which means you'll have to have a plastic repair, and either ear, since human bites are so dangerous, have to be taken care of tonight at the hospital.
I look forward to going to the hospital. Good thing I got a doctor.
All right, good. I mean, remarkable as this should. Let's go to Gray.
All right, thank you, Ferdy. We are outside of Mike Tyson's locker room. There is utter pandemonium going on here. Finally, a little bit of some quiet. John Horn, the co-manager of Mike Tyson, joins us right now. John, this is a scene like we have never seen before. It was totally out of control. What is the situation inside of that locker room, and can you ascertain why Mike bit Evander?
Well, I'm not going to even comment on that until I see what really happened, but all I know is this. Evander has been headbutting Mike for 2 fights. Headbutting is a foul, a complete foul, but it's been happening so often, so long, that when a person headbutts another person, cuts both of their eyes, it becomes a common thing, and it's okay to let that go.
Was this a retaliation?
No, Evander turned it into a street fight a long time ago. A long time ago. And I'm not going to even get off until I understand everything and see what happened. And all I know is Mike got a cut over his eye, 3 inches long. Evander got a little nip on his ear that don't mean nothing.
Mike
and that's
wanted
the bottom
to
line. He jumped around like a little bitch. That's what he did. Okay, now Mike didn't do nothing. Mike didn't complain. He didn't say nothing. He didn't ask the man to stop the fight. Because headbutt's been going on so long, it's okay, but it's a foul.
You can't bite anybody, regardless.
I didn't say he bit nobody. I said when I was looking at everything, was determined. But it's very clear Mike got a 3-inch cut over his eye. It's not for a punch. Okay, so therefore, what can I say?
One is accidental.
No, come on, please. One headbutt may be accidental. 15 is not.
What would you have liked to have seen done by Mills Lane? This was the referee of your choice.
I would like to see him let the fight go. The ear ain't got nothing to do with his fight. He got a little cut on the ear, man. The ear ain't got nothing to do with the fight. Ain't got nothing to do with his arms, his legs, his hand, his body, nothing.
You don't need to scream at me. You don't need to scream at me.
Mike got a cut over his eye. Okay. Mike got a 3-inch cut over his eye. That the blood will penetrate to his eye, blur his vision, and everything. Now, I understand.
Mills Lane, let me clarify for you, since you don't know what Mills Lane said does. Mills Lane said he didn't disqualify him for the first fight because he was willing to let that go with a 2-point deduction. The second fight, however, at the end of the round, is what he said he had just had enough.
Well, I have to see everything about first. I can't comment on that, on no bite or whatever the case may be. All I know is Mike got a 3-inch gash over his eye.
Are you unhappy with the referee, Mills Lane?
Not at all. There's nothing. No, not at all. I'm unhappy with all the headbutts and stuff for 2 fights. Mike done been cut 4 times by this guy, neither time by a punch. Now you tell me what that is. That's all I know. Everything else I'm gonna have to see about, I'm gonna have to go over. I don't know nothing about that. But he turned into a street fight a long time ago.
The tape clearly shows that I'm being told in the first fight that Mike caused the butt. And that was actually, in this one, it was an accidental butt. Although it appeared, what would you have liked to have seen done? It's too late after the fact to fight somebody. What would you have liked to have seen at that?
All I know is this. There's nothing wrong with Evander Holyfield that is different from performance. That's all I know. So I can't say
you're not unhappy with the referee. This is your referee.
No, I'm not unhappy because I don't even know all the terms yet. Everything happened so quickly, I don't even know all the conditions. All I know is my fighter got a 3-inch cut over his eye.
Can we talk to Mike Tyson?
No, not right now. Mike has a 3-inch cut he has to take care of. Thank you very much.
Okay, John. Obviously, not the way that anybody expected that this was going to go. Very disappointing to everybody who bought the fight. To those in attendance here, your thoughts on this disqualification?
Well, I think that the headbutt was there, and I think that when he had the headbutt, and as he had headbutt prior to that, it should have been some type of a point taken away or something to acknowledge these headbutts, because this was said so priorly before the fight started, to watch the headbutts. You know what I mean? And so it's very difficult when 2 athletes are fighting. You know what I mean? And things can happen, but these headbutts seemingly...
John, but the fact of the matter is the headbutts, yes, it is a problem. Everybody will acknowledge in violation with the headbutt. The proper reaction, however, is not to bite, correct?
Well, the proper reaction is not to bite. You know what I mean? But I guess when a guy feels that he's pleading with the referee to give him some consideration and he don't get the consideration, then he just goes beyond reason. I mean, you must be able to deal with reason and practicality, but you got 2 athletes that are highly passionate, very hot, ready to fight, and fight they would do, and the fight was just beginning. I don't know why it would be stopped.
Well, because Holyfield, it was determined by Mills Lane. Well, let me stop you right there before we go on to that. You're saying Mills Lane should not have stopped the fight on the second fight?
No, when Holyfield got bitten, Mills Lane said he took a point from Mike Tyson.
Then a second point.
And where the second point?
And then at the end of the round, Mills Lane says that Tyson put him on the other ear, which in this instance I believe would be the left ear. 2 bites on the ear.
I didn't see it, so I can't comment on that.
That's why he disqualified.
Well, I don't know. I'd have to see that before I make any comments. I don't want to be irrational.
Okay, let's move on. Where does this leave Mike Tyson in his career, and will there be a third continuous to it? Do you think you could ever put anything like that together?
Well, I want to find out first the fact, and then after you find out the fact, you see what they can do. I think that when a fighter like Mike Tyson or Holyfield find that they're doing wrong and they're not getting the consideration that they think they should have, then they try to take it in their own hands. And that's not always the right thing to do. But nevertheless, that's what's been done when you have people out there that's in this type of atmosphere and climate, and it looked like they were just beginning to fight.
Could you ever, do you feel, convince Holyfield to take this fight?
I don't know. I don't know whether I can or not. We find out what all of the evidence is, we find out what has happened, what actually happened. You know, I mean, I'm just like a fan as anyone else at this particular time.
Terrible disappointment if there wasn't another, correct?
Yeah, it certainly would be, because these guys are certainly to prove that they're two good athletes, but they got to be able to fight, and they want to fight. And look back, that's what they were doing. I didn't know. I thought after the points were taken, that was the punishment meted out for whatever the error was in Mike Tyson. What happened after that, I don't know, because when he sat down, the bell rang, they went to their corners. I thought they was coming back out to fight, and all of a sudden it was a DQ.
I know you don't make this decision because these fighters are paid for this evening's work. There's some $60-some-odd million who went out tonight, out of your pocket.
Yes, they should be paid. They came, they fought. You know what I mean? Boxing is unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen in a boxing match. That's what makes it so great. But the fact of the matter is, well, I think we should first try to find out what happened before we start making judgments.
What do you say to the folks who bought the fight, who are terribly disappointed, who are watching this right now?
I'm disappointed myself because of the outcome. I want to see this fight go to the finale. And this was the start of the jury. It was something that everybody supported and recognized as something great there. And then here comes the headbutt, and then here comes the retaliation for the headbutt. But after we've taken the point from the man, I just think that they should have been able to fight. If you get a headbutt or a low blow, you get 5 minutes to recuperate. I think they should have took another step to say, give them 5 minutes to recuperate or something, to let these people get their money's worth and be able to deal with this fight.
As the man in charge of this show, I got to put you on the spot right here. What will you do in the upcoming moments to make sure that we have a word with Mike Tyson before we leave the air?
Well, I'm going to do everything I can to talk to Mike Tyson and let Mike Tyson tell his side of the story. I think it's only fair and proper that he should do that, and I would do everything I can to get him to do that. Also, would like to get to talk to the commission and find out what their judgment is on a situation of this type. And when this has happened, after you take the points, you come back and take the fight too. I don't understand it, so maybe they can explain it to me.
Well, as you say, only in America, and only in America, Steve Albert, would we have seen something quite like this tonight. We hope to have Mike Tyson shortly. Back out to you.
All right, Jim. Mike Tyson disqualified for fighting both years. Evander Holyfield the third round. Let's just clean up some business before we talk here at ringside on camera. The online scoring, Holyfield ahead 3 rounds to nothing over Tyson. In actuality, all 3 judges had Holyfield winning the first 2 rounds here at ringside. Tyson was the third, but had 2 points deducted, and then the WBA heavy.
I don't think so.
In the second round, then as soon as he butt me, I watched him. He had me holding, and he looked right at me, and I saw him, and he was going for it, and he kept going for it, and he butted me again. He kept going down and coming up, and he charged into me. And no one warned him, no one took any points for him. What am I to do? This is my career. I can't continue getting butted like that. I got children to raise. And this guy keeps butting me, trying to cut me and get me stopped off cut. I gotta retaliate.
Now immediately you stopped. You stopped fighting immediately right there, and you turned to Mills Lane and you said what? And the result was he did nothing. But what did you say to Mills right at that time?
I don't remember what I told him that he butted me. I know I complained about being butted. And we complained about the first fight. Listen, Holyfield is not the tough warrior everyone says he is. He got little nicks on him there and he quit. I got an eye, I got one eye. I got one eye. He's not impaired. He got ears. I got one eye. Big day. If he takes one, I got another one. I'm ready to fight. He didn't want to fight. I'm ready to fight him right now.
Mills Lane stopped the fight. It wasn't Holyfield who stopped.
Oh, he didn't want to fight. He didn't want to fight.
Let me ask.
We don't know what Mills did. Don't put nothing on Mills.
Well, Mills said he stopped the fight. You bit him. Was that a retaliation for the eye when you bit him in his ear?
Regardless of what I did, he bit me for 2 fights.
But you got to address it, Mike. Why didn't you bite him?
No, I did address it. I addressed it in the ring.
Why did you do that, though, Mike? I mean, was that the proper response?
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I got to go home and my kids are going to be scared of me. Look at me, man.
What are you going to do now in terms of your career, Mike? What are you gonna do? Okay. That's the story from back here. Let's send it back out to you, Steve.
Of course, they're not going to get on Bill's blame. They're the ones that triggered the change. But let me ask you this. Does a headbutt warrant this kind of ridiculous retaliation?
A headbutt is an unfortunate side effect of this game. Getting punched, getting...
Unintentional. There you see, and they picked it up. One is a chunk of the ear out. If you photographed it, you wouldn't believe it right now. If some...
Lewis, 13-2-1 in championship fights.
Slay the Guardians. Unleash the Punisher will never go.
On this unique occasion for boxing, we have not one ring announcer but two. Let's send it inside now to Jimmy Lennon Jr. and Michael Buffer.
Was entertaining.
Prize Fight Promotions
of boxing legends. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event. 12 rounds of boxing for the linear, legitimate, and universally recognized undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. The three judges assigned to ringside scoring this contest on the 10 points must system are from South Africa, Alfred Buchanan,
wretched
from
existence.
Hong Kong, and from Lois. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action from the United States. The youngest man ever to win the heavyweight title, currently ranked the #1 contender by the WBC. Please welcome tonight's challenger, the explosive two-time heavyweight champion of the world, introducing the one and only Iron Mike Tyson.
This hero.
Officially weighing 249 1/4 pounds. He captured Olympic gold in 1988. Now, as a professional, he has 39 victories, including 30 knockouts and 3 world titles. He has 2 defeats and a draw. Have been changed to victory, making him to a virtually undefeated extreme man he has ever faced. Ladies and gentlemen, from London, England, presenting the shrine and universally recognized Ladies and gentlemen,
Satan slates upon us. Kill it.
Championship of the world.
Do not fear.
Our core is under attack. It is dead. Now we punish them.
I'm surprised Tyson is able to hit so easy with an uppercut. To do when the smaller man dives into me. You better fight Tyson. You better fight him. You better fight him good. You start clinching him, you give him all the courage that he needs. But that's what Holyfield did to him. He clinched him and frustrated him. It's different because Holyfield is down low. This man is up high. A good short right hand inside by Lewis. Now, Tyson is looking at the referee already. Tyson with a wrap to Lewis's midsection. That's what Castillo specializes in. Go to that body, go hard. Then make your man afraid of what's going to happen on top. Go hard to the body. Emmanuel Stewart, Lewis's trainer, told us Lennox cannot fight backing up. That's when Mike Tyson is most dangerous. Tyson still, though, seems to be the aggressor of the two. Lewis downloads with a big right cross. That right seemed to land in the back of Tyson's head as he lowered it. And he's allowed Tyson to stop moving his head now.